Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Picture this. You think you're the definition of loyalty, the solid one who stands tall through storms, only to find out you were never the main event. You were just the extra in someone else's show. That's exactly what happened to rapper Papoose. For years, he was praised as the model of devotion, holding down his marriage through prison terms, public drama, and constant gossip. People saw him as the guy who stuck to his vows no matter what. But then came the twist that lit up the internet. Two-time Olympic boxing champion Claressa Shields revealed she had been engaged to another man the entire time. People thought she and Papoose were romantically linked. In one move, the image of Papoose as the ride-or-die king collapsed, and the world was left staring at a mess no one saw coming. The leak wasn't subtle. A picture popped up showing Claressa arm in arm with a man who wasn't Papoose, sporting a massive engagement ring. The caption was casual but loaded. "Another year I bring it in with my fiancé red art." Fans went wild. How could the man known for loyalty become the side guy in someone else's love story? This wasn't just a private heartbreak, it was humiliation for the whole world to see. As more details spilled, it became clear this wasn't some accidental slip-up. Insider whispers claimed the relationship with Papoose was part of a carefully crafted image makeover for Claressa. The idea: use Papoose's public reputation for stability and faithfulness to soften her own brand while keeping her real partner hidden. In celebrity culture, staged relationships aren't new, but the level of precision here was ruthless. Anonymous sources from Claressa's circle reportedly called Papoose the image builder. To them, he wasn't a partner, he was a placeholder, someone whose presence made her appear more relatable to fans and sponsors. Behind the scenes, her real fiancé was supposedly helping secure her financial empire while she kept the public distracted. When the engagement news broke, the fallout was immediate. Social media exploded with hashtags like #SidepiecePapoose and #ClaressaPlayedHim. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary flooded timelines. Even celebrities joined in. Joe Budden posted, and quickly deleted, a comment backing Papoose, while 50 Cent shared a meme saying, "She made a mixtape out of your love, brew." The mockery was brutal, and the sympathy for Papoose was widespread. But the story didn't stop at online reactions. More leaked messages emerged, screenshots, emails, and voice notes, allegedly showing just how calculated the whole thing was. One supposed email from her PR team read, "We need him to look clean, relatable, and stable. Pap is landing well with the demographic. Phase him out after Q1." Another leak claimed Claressa told friends, "He's sweet, but he's not my future." Pap was the buffer. And then came the scene that could have been pulled straight from a movie. An explosive confrontation at a studio party. Witnesses said Papoose walked in calm, but the anger hit him like a sucker punch once the truth sank in. Words flew, emotions spiked, and security had to step in before things got physical. For a man who had built his public image on loyalty, it was a crushing moment. Making matters worse, some leaks suggested Papoose might be bound by legal agreements and confidentiality clauses, meaning he couldn't even tell his side openly without risking legal trouble. That left him trapped in a cage of silence while the internet spun its own versions of events. What makes this story so striking isn't just the betrayal, it's the way it rewrites the rules of loyalty in the public eye. Papoose went from being the symbol of unwavering love to a pawn in a larger strategy. For fans, it's a reminder that in the world of fame, feelings can be just another tool in the marketing playbook. The scandal has now become one of the most talked about celebrity dramas of the year. Twitter threads break down every old post for hidden clues. TikTok creators act out imagined conversations. Instagram gossip pages keep churning out updates, each one more sensational than the last. And through it all, Papoose stays mostly silent, leaving people wondering, when he finally speaks, will the truth be even messier than what's already out there? One thing's for sure, this wasn't just a breakup. It was a masterclass in public manipulation, A high-stakes game played with real emotions. And somewhere in the middle of all that strategy sits a man whose only crime was believing in the loyalty he preached. So, apparently, another private message from Claressa to her fiancé leaked, and it wasn't sweet at all. It said, "Don't worry, he's just for now. You're forever." That wasn't just a casual jab, it was ice-cold and calculated. This wasn't some messy love triangle, this was emotional warfare. Word started spreading that Papoose had been tied up in legal agreements, including NDAs and media clauses, basically locking his lips and stopping him from telling his side. Lawyers working for him allegedly sent warnings to gossip sites, threatening lawsuits over any leaked info, which only made the story blow up more. Behind closed doors, Papoose was said to be saving everything: messages, contracts, receipts, waiting for the day he could finally talk without risking a legal hit. Rumors swirled about upcoming court fights involving emotional damage claims, contract violations, and defamation. Now about this mysterious fiancé, turns out, he's no random new guy. He's been in Claressa's life for years, not just as a romantic partner, but as a business ally. Together, they've quietly built a boxing and fitness brand while Papoose was out front acting like the supportive, relatable partner for the cameras. In reality, it looks like Claressa used his loyalty as a cover while focusing on a more profitable, controlled partnership behind the scenes. That's not just shady, it's a whole strategy. The fallout didn't stop there. A major sportswear brand reportedly put their Women of Strength campaign on pause because of the scandal. Other sponsorships started getting reevaluated, with brands unsure if they still wanted to be linked to someone caught up in public betrayal. Meanwhile, the internet made its opinion loud and clear: Papoose was the real one here. Loyal, patient, and blindsided by a betrayal that cut deep both personally and publicly. While Claressa kept her PR team working overtime to control the narrative, Papoose stayed quiet, at least in public. But fans noticed little hints: cryptic posts, black and white photos, and then a rare live stream where he looked tired but determined. His voice was steady, but you could hear the hurt when he said, "I waited years for loyalty, for love. And I got used, not just as a man, but as a brand." That single moment flipped the script. He wasn't here to drag anyone with petty disses, he was ready to fight with the truth. Then came the shocker: footage leaked from Claressa's own boxing documentary showing her whispering to her fiancé, "As long as Pap plays along, we are golden." That clip was raw, unedited, and devastating. Fans exploded online, flooding social media with #JusticeForPapoose and #LoyaltyMatters. Sponsors started bailing. PR statements claiming the relationship was mutually understood to be casual just didn't hold up anymore. Legal experts predict this could turn into a messy, high-profile court fight with real consequences for celebrity relationship contracts. But beyond the legal drama, it's the human story that sticks. Papoose started showing up at community events, smiling more, looking lighter, like a man rebuilding from the ground up. The betrayal didn't break him, it reshaped him. In a world built on image, he's choosing dignity over spectacle. The only question left now, when all the masks are off: who's actually telling the truth? Thanks for watching Pop Links. Smash that like button, subscribe for more, and share it with your friends. See you next time.